Doon 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 dun 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 peak fiction dun 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 peak fiction. Yo man, dude, hold up. Yo, this has been a crazy week, alright, man? This has been a crazy week. I almost thought I couldn't go live right now, but we kept going. Thank the Lord God Almighty, we kept going. And here we are, man. Yo, I'm like, I have so many emotions right now. My laptop is closed. It's still closed. Because I feel like if I were to open it right now, it would explode. You know, like, and it's a laptop that has gone through a lot. It has gone through this entire YouTube journey alongside me, and it's read the greatest of the greats, right, of the chapters, with the reactions for all these years. But when I open my laptop, man, we're starting the final saga. We will be starting the final saga. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 25 years of a story that means so much to us. There's 215 people in here. Oh, man, to the people who are supering, I truly appreciate y'all. I will get to y'all when we finish the chapter. Because so early into all of this, I had so many people reach out to me on Sunday, letting me know that, yo, it's time. And I thank each and every single one of y'all who reached out, because knowing how much this upcoming chapter, the chapter we're about to read, is about to impact the rest of the series in regards to it being the first chapter of the final saga. The last thing that I wanted was to get spoiled on it. And thanks to each and every single one of you, I'm going into this spoiler-free, baby, because today, let me turn on my other camera just in case, because we're coming back from a month hiatus. And on this day, on this wonderful day, we are going to be reading. I've been waiting a month to say this, man. We are going to be reading the latest installment. Not in the Wano and Onigashima Awesome Sauce, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. We are still there, but now we're moving. This is the first installment. The first installment of the final saga. The final phase of the best-selling manga in history. I don't even know how to. I can't open my laptop, bro. I'm not gonna be able to do it, man, because we are here today to celebrate 25 years. Tomorrow, July 22nd, will be the 25th year anniversary of, in 1997, the GOAT put pen to paper and began crafting a story that means so much to us all of these years later. And we're about to start the peak of that. We're about to start the peak of One Piece. Yo, listen to me. I put out that skit this morning. For entertainment purposes, of course. But because, that was literally me. That was literally me, man. I have been going insane. I haven't been able to speak to anyone. I've been in this bubble, in this hole. This has been the furthest I've been into a hole since, chapter 1044. Whenever I was told, yo, you gotta get out of here, son. I was like, man, I'm out. And you're not hearing from me for a while. So the same thing happened with this one, except this one went by much smoother, because thankfully this week was much more of a breeze. Like much more of a breeze, because there was a lot of stuff to do and whatnot. But we're here, man. Now before we get into this chapter, let me make sure, is the audio 350 people? My people showed out. Yo, shout out to my people. Is the audio good? I'm about to lift this thing. Please let me know if the audio is good, and I will open the laptop. And if it explodes, we'll explode together. But let me know if the audio is good, y'all. I need to know if the audio is good. Audio's good? Thank y'all so much, yo. Let's go! Okay, y'all, here we go. Here we go. Once again, to the people who are super in, I truly appreciate y'all. But for chapters like these, that the strongest of notices and advanced cautions have been given to me since Sunday, I can't risk it, yo. So let's get right into it. I'm opening the laptop. Here we go, man. I'm scared, bro. It's this feeling of being both scared, excited, just, I don't even know. Let me pull this thing a little closer. Make sure the other camera's good. Because last time for 1044, when I had this camera out, I smacked both of them at the same time, so I can't have that happening. Can't have that. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But chapter 1054, the first chapter of the final saga. A massive thank you to the individuals over at TCB for bringing this to us, man. Here we go. Here we go! And we start off with the cover page. We see Gear 5th Luffy. I saw Randy Troy post this, I think it was last week. We posted a leaked image of the merchandise of Gear 5th Luffy, and I saw the red eyes for the first time. I was like, yo, the connection there, what's going on? So I look forward most certainly to seeing that whenever it's animated, even more so than I currently do. So here we go, in the cover page, of course. So I had a feeling the cover page was going to be either a celebration of the 25th anniversary of the series, or it was going to be a final saga, like, big, huge cover page, or they were just going to promote the Gosho Aoyama and Ichiro Oda interview with Detective Conan. Yo, the fact that those two individuals are meeting is like a real-life Yonko clash, and you know that they treating it this way when they put a preview trailer out for an interview. Like, I've never seen that happen before. Like, I've never seen anyone put out a preview trailer for an interview outside of, like, podcasts that'll have, like, a really nice host coming on. They put, like, a preview and whatnot. But, like, for among two mangakas meeting, I've never seen that before. So, this is going to be huge. I look forward to seeing that interview whenever it's translated. And if it has been translated, I don't know. I've been in a hole. So, let's go, man. Goatness, of course. Love seeing Barba alongside Monkey D. Go with the code. It feels so good to see him again. Let's go, yo. Notes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a dramatic impact. No, Oda talked about... No! That hurts, man. So this is the author notes? Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a dramatic impact on the manga industry. To this day, fans continue to play in the world Takahashi Sensei created. Rest in peace. That hits, man. That hits, yo. Because, you know, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had such a massive influence. Not just for me, but I know for a lot of you out there as well. And everybody who watches this video, who's around my generation, right? Like, even generation past me or the one after me. Like, the impact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Had is still felt today. And like Oda said, the world that Takahashi Sensei created is something that is going to live on for generations to come. And so, massive rest in peace, of course, to the legend, man, Takahashi, for creating one of the greatest things to ever come out of Shonen Jump magazine and Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go, man. It's already a 10 out of 10 chapter! It's already a 10 out of 10 chapter! It's minimum 40. Minimum 40. Minimum. Yo, the color page for this week. for this week has the 4 Yonko. Gear 5th GOAT with the code greatest of all time. He's looking fresh, monkey D. Mr. Z himself looking fresh. The Santa hat is for my boy. The SH in Shanks is for Santa Hat. Look at how raw this man looks. And then, to the left, the undisputed. The undeniable. The man with so much clout. The individual that went right into a prison and took all of them with him. Everyone who meets him wants to join him. If you aren't him, you want to be him. Buggy D. Cloud! You know, the only person in this entire series. The only person in this entire series that has a red nose. And that's how you know. And if that's not factual, correct me on it. But for you to be the only individual in the series with a red nose, that by itself for 1,054 chapters showcases that Oda, when he started off, was like, you know what? This is going to be exclusive to Big Goat Buggy. You feel me? So we have the 4 emperors, the 4 goats. This is being saved so quick. This is my wallpaper. This has to be one of the greatest color pages in the history of One Piece, just because of what it means. And it is the perfect color spread to come out of a break with. Look at the... Bro, I'm stressing. Look at Shanks, man. They all look raw. They all look raw, man. The 4 emperors. This is crazy. One Piece is back, dude. So, before I turn the page here, the one thing that has me so scared going into this week is that I have no idea what we're about to do in regards to, are we staying in Wano? Are we going around the world? That is my biggest question. And so if I turn the page and I see one of the two, either Wano or around the world, there's only one or two things we can do here, y'all. There's only one or two. Wano, okay. I had to watch out for my heart. I had to watch out for my heart there a second, because, yo, if I would have turned the page and that junk would have said Holy Land Mighty Jaw again, I might have just ran. I legit might have ran. I might have run all over the place, alright? Flower capital, Wano. Conflict stirs and the festivities. Denjiro. So we go over, we see right here that they're still having fun and a blast here. You two, we can't trouble Luffy and the others with this. Follow us, cat. Denjiro, you two, we can't trouble Luffy and the others with this. Follow us, cat. So they see something? Are they gonna try to box Green Bull? Are these dudes... Listen, I love the Scabbards. I love them, man. I really do. But Green Bull? Yo, hold up, man. Chapter 1054, Flame Emperor. Flame Emperor? Is that another name they're gonna give Luffy? As the sun? As Nika? Is he gonna be known as the Flame Emperor? Or are we talking about a different Flame Emperor here? Because the only other thing that I can think of is the Madam Mana. Before my brain starts going too far, because I'm probably just overthinking things. But let's continue. Let's continue past this title here, man. Let's continue before I start going really, really crazy. Really, really crazy, man. The ability to sway others. Green Bull. Oh, man. The ability to sway others. That really is something you don't see very often. They're actually gonna try to box this man! You samurai should buzz off while you still can. And we see Denjiro, Inarashi, Shinobu, Raizo, Kawamatsu, and Nekomamushi. I don't know about this, man. Yo, they're nasty, but coming off of injuries and a fresh Green Bull? I mean, even if they weren't injured, that's Green Bull, son. A Marine, one of Luffy's enemies from overseas. Do any of you have the first clue about the ways of the outside world? And you get to see his tree ability coming up behind him. The Celestial Dragons are gods. A country like this, one with no tie to the world government, has no standing. Don't be mad, it's how the world moves. This man Green Bull is... So you're telling me he's pulling up? There's no games being played here. There's no games being played. Like, he's just legitimately gonna pull up, and anyone who tries to approach him and stop him from doing what he's trying to do is gonna get bodied? Oh, I already love this dude, bro. Hold up. Flexing forest muscle. My dog is flexing? Like he's in the gym? With tree roots as his veins? My dog's out here looking like Batista. You ever Prime Batista? Roided up. I mean, I don't know if he was roided. But, what Prime Dave Batista. Sunglasses, walking out. 2005 SmackDown with a fist. Don't forget the fist now. 2005 SmackDown with a fist. Alright? Batista walking out with the gold belt. Doing a little shrug, you know what I'm saying? Dave Batista. Dude, that's Green Bull right now, bro. Straight up Dave Batista-like energy. The forest. Oh, so that's the name of his fruit. The forest. Fruit made me a forest man. My Logia power is nature incarnate. A source of life that rivals the seas. That's actually kind of insane. It's a Logia that is nature incarnate. So we recall how a long time ago, and we still believe this to be the case, is that Dragon would have like a nature ability to control, the weather and whatnot. But this is nature in terms of actual Mother Nature. And if this is an ability that Green Bull has had for quite some time, right? Like if he's not Fujitoraing this, because I'm going to assume, that Fujitora was flexing his ability in Dressrosa because he had just recently received it. And if Green Bull is of the same thing, now if Green Bull has had this ability for a long time, he might be one of the strongest characters in the entire verse. Just based on this ability, and especially if he has a supreme hockey, like if his hockey's on a different level. But you're talking about a source of life that rivals the seas. This man is legitimately out here creating life as he walks, pulling a Giorno Giovanna. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. So it's a Logia ability, and it's nature incarnate. And then you see in the back, this man is creating a forest of fists. A forest of fists! So it's like bulging muscles because it's a country for forbidden hatred forest. It's time to learn the hard truth. Humanity only got this far by enforcing hierarchies. We've got to put non-affiliated nations like yours in their place. That orders what keeps life going. Prejudice breeds stability. So Green Bull, his sense of justice goes deep. This dude is the type of individual that he moves, I guess, in a similar type of way that you could say that Akainu moves in regards to nobody's going to stop my guy from performing his mission, from accomplishing the mission, especially whenever he's an Akainu fanboy, right? So maybe he's just trying his hardest to be a Kaino. Who knows? But regardless, the fact that he's creating a forest of Dave Bautista fists is not... well, Akainu technically did bring down a whole bunch of fists with his volcano thing, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. And source of life that rivals the seas. This is insane. So it's very interesting. This general idea of him stating that humanity only got this far by enforcing hierarchies. Like, he believes so strongly in hierarchies, and then non-affiliated nations just need to they just need to be rid of. He believes in the order. Like, this man is legit out here like a Star Wars character. Look at him. No laws would be broken if you all died here. This man literally became the forest itself. This man became the forest itself, bro. I mean, it's a Logia. You become the thing. But actually seeing it with my own two eyes is just crazy, because right here you get to see him like in the tree, and he's getting like a tree afro right here that looks super goated, right? I mean, my dog is literally becoming, I forgot what the name of that Yu-Gi-Oh card is, but you know what I'm talking about. He's legitimately out here creating life, right? But then you turn the page and you actually get to see his face in the tree, and it hits different, because then you realize, like, yes, this man is in full control of this entire thing. No laws will be broken if you all died here. You can go ahead and try to stop me. I'll butcher thousands of your people if that's what it takes to destroy Luffy. That's the type of villain energy we need. That's the type of villain energy we need. Yes, sir. That's the type of villain energy we need. If that's what it takes to get Straw Hat Luffy. So he's like, yo, no laws will be broken. I'm not breaking any laws. You guys are all outside of the jurisdiction. You're in an area where the world government is not overseeing. I am not breaking any laws here. Y'all can try to stop me. I'm butchering each and every single individual until I get the Straw Hat Monkey. Yo, Green Bull moves different. Everywhere. Is that Yamato? Oh. Let's go! Every word he just said makes me sick. And that was a Conqueror's coded attack. Man, that hurt. That's some hockey you've got there. These people went through 20 years of tyranny, and now they're finally able to celebrate their liberty. No way am I letting you spoil that. Who are you supposed to be? Yamato Dono. I'm Yamato, Kaido's son. Well said, Yamato. Kaido's? Green Bull's like, what? Hey, I guarantee you, through Green Bull's mind, he's like, what? Like, first and foremost, he's like, Kaido as a child? You're that child? And I'm sure, like, in his mind, he's like, wait a minute. Conqueror's coding? Probably. I mean, if Green Bull's any type of individual on the smarter side of things, which I believe he is, he's like, oh, you know, Conqueror's coding, kind of nasty. That hurt there. It might be true. You know, it might be true. It might be true. It might be true. Well said, Yamato. This man, Momonosuke! I was like, is that Kaido? Yo, hold up! Well said, Yamato, and we have no intention of permitting you to lay a finger on our recovering heroes. And he fires a blast breath! Momonosuke! Never mind! He got me! I fell for the trap card! This man just lets out a wheeze of smoke. Blast breath. And you just see a puff. He tried. You know, Momonosuke, you get minor participation trophies, right? I know Odin would never give you a participation trophy because that's not the type of man he is, right? I would give you a participation trophy. I believed in it. I still believe in it, right? Like, if I was a coach, I would have seen it, I'd be like, oh, that's a potential. We got something there. Momonosuke in the future? Yo, if he fires a blast breath, that's taking out half the planet. Half the planet easy. He's going to be Neo Bahamut from FF7. I'm talking about firing that thing from all the way up in the moon and hitting it directly into the Earth's core. I mean, that's Momonosuke's potential. That is his potential. So everybody's still celebrating. Well, Yamato and Momonosuke. Yo, Yamato, Momonosuke, and the Scourers are fighting Green Bull. Oh, where's my Santa hat, dude? This is crazy. So Green Bull pulls up. Momonosuke-kun. Momonosuke-sama. No matter. And Momonosuke starts doing... Is he doing the Flintstones run? So he takes a page out of Gear 5th Luffy's book. No matter, I will still drive you from the capital. Be gone. He bites him. So this is the second time. So now we see that Momonosuke is now, for 100%, no question, a biter. That's first and foremost. But number two, Momonosuke, when in a situation like this, goes straight for the bite. I mean, yo, we've seen this with Kaido, now with Green Bull, two individuals that are extremely formidable. And Momonosuke is like, I ain't letting you enter this nation. I don't care. I just saw what the goat with the coat did against the world's strongest creature. I ain't scared of you. I don't care if you're living forest or not. I don't care if you're a tree. I don't care if you're out here creating all this type of stuff. It don't matter. You know, save the trees, sure. We want to save the earth. But you, for you, I had to say screw the trees. Yeah, that's screw the trees. For against Green Bull, Momonosuke's gonna be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't follow the campaign now, man. You know, maybe he had a contract with the organizations that were like, yo, World Health Organization. They were like, hold up, I don't know about destroying trees. What is that gonna do for our image? And Momonosuke's like, forget about the image. This is my country, and what my shogun says we do. What my shogun says we do. No one will ever bring dread and terror to our people again. And I vowed that I would not. I love Momonosuke is my goat, bro. I love this man's character so much, dude. A pink dragon? How odd. This is the first I've heard of this ability. So Momonosuke joined Yamato. You're in my way. This is insane. So Green Bull goes in, grabs Momonosuke in several different pieces because of how long he is, utilizing the roots from the trees. Momonosuke-kun. And you see them all standing here. I love this panel. This is a great panel right here. Yamato, stay out of this. What? Momonosuke doesn't want Yamato to get involved. Momonosuke wants to take care of this. Where's my Jordan jersey, bro? Where's my jersey? That's a star player if I've ever seen one, man. That's a star player if I've ever seen one, bro. That's Kozuki Momonosuke. Yo, and this is pre-Rio hockey. Wait, man, y'all don't understand me, bro. Wait until this man actually learns how to fight in combat. My dog is 8 years old in a 28-year-old body. Wait until my boy grows into that body. Wait until my boy starts learning Rio, bro. He doesn't even know Rio. And he's out here doing this. I mean, yo, Momonosuke in the future, that's Ryuma level. That is Ryuma level greatness, man. Come on, dog. My man don't even know how to fight. He don't even know how to box. He hasn't ever put up. This is what he's doing. He's out here doing this and doing a little this. He don't even have form. Momonosuke doesn't even have form. And he's out here boxing an admiral. That's just goatness, bro. That's goatness. That's goatness. That's just goatness. He moves different, bro. Like, this is the thing with characters like this that I just really, really love. It's when you're powerless. It's when you legitimately have no way of winning, right? When there is absolutely no, like, there's a 0.0% chance. You know how Hawkins, and he was a fraud the whole time, but I love me some Hawkins. He was a Yu-Gi-Oh player, but we know that he was trolling. But this man Hawkins, right, amazing ability to do the whole percentage, and this man has a percent, this man has a percent, this man has a percent. If he was breathing oxygen, this moment, he would say, yo, Momonosuke has a 0.00000% chance of living through this. And Momonosuke said, I don't give a flying flag, Nards. Because this is my country, and y'all stay out of this. It's the intention, y'all. That's what gets me with these types of characters. I love Momonosuke. I really, really do. For Yamato to be here, and the main highlight to be Momonosuke showcases, because I have a huge bias towards Yamato, but that really showcases the strength of this man's character from a writing standpoint. I mean, I just love Momonosuke. The seas around Wano, it's surreal, but he's really considered one. He's really considered one now. Is that Shanks' ship? No way! Stop it, bro! Hold on, wait. Wait. Bro, this gotta be fan fiction, bro. This gotta be fan fiction. Yo, I turned on the wrong page. Dog, this better just be the ship. This better be the ship. If this is... My other camera, bro. What happened to the other camera? It don't even matter, man. Screw the camera. Screw the camera, dude. It's Shanks. Wait. That's surrealistic. I gotta breathe, bro. I gotta breathe. But he's... Wait. Yo, I don't think I've ever turned the page. I think... No, this is impossible, bro. Wait a minute. But he's really considered one now. Let's go, boss. Luffy's become a great pirate. Let's go, boss. Who's saying that, Lucky Roo? Bro, if I see Shanks on this page, bro, don't... If I click this arrow, and I see Lucky Roo, Yasop, and... This better just be the ship. This better just be the ship. Because if y'all have never seen me act up. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I've always been, you know... Y'all know me. But if I look down and I see Shanks, Roo, or any of the squad, I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. I don't know, man. I'm kind of scared. Now I'm really, really scared. It's Shanks, bro! I created the Santa hat because of this man, bro! I can't believe this, man! Wait! This takes me back. Last time I was here, we were all giving... Oh, it's him, bro! It's Shanks, dog! It's Shanks! Momo and Hiyori must be all grown up by now. No, it's the boys! It's the boys! No, it's even the monkey! That monkey is stronger than anyone else in this series, bro. I don't care, dog. The list starts with the monkey and it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Bro, let me tell you about that monkey, son. Y'all thought Donkey Kong was nasty? Y'all thought Funky Kong was nasty? Y'all thought Briscola was nasty? No monkey in this series except for Luffy, because the thing is, right, Shanks looked at Luffy and he didn't see Roger in him, right? He didn't even see Odin. He didn't see anyone else. You know who he saw in him? He didn't even see Joy Boy. You know what Luffy saw, or you know what Shanks saw in Luffy? He saw his monkey. He was like, hold up, man. You are the only individual that can box that monkey. I see potential in you. Your first name, the first part of your name, is the strongest member of my ship. He's too filthy. It's Shanks, bro. Oh. It's Lucky Roo in the manga. I need air. I need air. Boss, let's go see Luffy already. Oh, man, dude, they're gonna meet. This is how we're starting the final saga, as the meeting of the goats. He really is something now. Hang on, I'm not ready to meet Usopp yet. Yasop and Usopp's meeting, oh my god. Kid's here too, right? It hasn't been that long since that brat tried to pick a fight with us. Yo, I want to say it's chapter of the year, but 1044 came out this year. I want to say it's chapter of the year. I want to say it's the greatest chapter of all time. But I don't know, man. Whatever. Bro, it's Shanks, man. Look how golden he looks. Bro, my boy looks so fresh. The greatest of all time. Wait, hold on. I don't think I've ever done this before. But y'all, one Santa hat's not enough. Not even 2. We gotta put on 3. This is every Santa hat in my arsenal. I don't have any more Santa hats, y'all. But when I see Shanks, you have to put respect on the greatest of all time's name. And he's looking down at Gear 5th Luffy, bro. It's Shanks! Dog, I thought we were gonna start off the final saga around the world or over here in Wano. And the first thing we see when we leave Wano is Shanks. Like, who it's Shanks, bro. Oh my god. I'm never gonna finish this chapter, man. I'm never gonna finish this chapter, bro. I just want to look at this panel for the rest of my life. Shanks, man. Looking at Luffy, he's so proud, bro. It's Red Hair's ship. Seems like they've got CP9 agent. We're getting a flashback of when he took the fruit? It's Red Hair's ship. Seems like they got a CP9 agents on board. What a pain. No way. A Shanks flashback? This might be chapter of the year. This might be chapter of the year, bro. I'm gonna be honest. This might be chapter of the year, bro. What a pain. Look at Shanks with the screen. This is peak fiction. This is truly, truly peak fiction. Who cares? Let's go. What are they after? It's not like we've got any proper treasure. It's only some minor fruit. What's the big deal? Isn't that one just the one that makes you rubbery? So they had no idea. They had no idea that this was going to be the fruit. They had no idea that this was the Nika fruit. So we look over, we go back to the village, we see Luffy, we see a young Shanks and Luffy hanging. This is what's with force? You know what I mean? 10 chapters after 1044, we get a chapter on the same level. And I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. This is the first chapter, bro. It's the first chapter. Oh, yeah, this is the perfect first chapter of the Final Saga. This is the perfect first chapter for the Final Saga. The first Sea King, he comes in from Shanks' perspective, losing his arm. He's thinking back to the journey. No, man. Look at how raw this man looks, bro. It's Red Hair ship. Seems like they've got CP9 agents on board, man. Look at Beckman, Yasop, and Rue, dog. And then it's Shanks with the straw hat. He pulls up on Cypher Pole and is like, yo, we're taking over. It don't matter. And we get to see who's who and the way he looked like in the past year as well. They didn't understand. They didn't see the vision. They didn't know, man. Their future sight wasn't on that level, son. It wasn't on that level. Shanks, bro. Bro, Shanks has had more screen time here than he has the entirety of the post-time skip, man. I don't know. Dude, like I told y'all in the Final Saga video, we're going to see Shanks for more than 5 seconds. I've seen Shanks for more than 5 seconds. Yo, we're in the Final Saga. We're in the Final Saga. This is the arc where part-timers become full-timers. This is the arc where we start giving max deals. This is the arc we have Ichiro Oda talk to the characters. He's like, yo, Shanks, my boy, I gotta tell you something. Shanks is just sitting there chilling. He's raw. He's being cool. He's like, yo, so what's the script? Only a few lines, right? Oda's like, nah, he's gonna handle the whole paper. He's gonna be like, yo, boom. It's gonna be paragraph on paragraph on paragraph. Shanks gonna be like, yo, I never had a script like this. Oda's like, it's time. It's time. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I guess the top officers have a past with him. They really know the Straw Hat Luffy? Dude! The fact that they're saying, like, yo, he knows the Straw Hat Luffy. Like, this is Shanks you're talking about, man. They say he's like a rampaging demon monkey. He's totally out of control. I'm not planning to have a reunion with Luffy here. No? This is not where the reunion takes place? What? Don't you remember what's going on in our own backyard? Oh yeah, that bark guy claimed he was under Luffy. He put his mark up after burning down our flag. We'd be failing our duties if we just let that slide. No. He's gonna box him? He's gonna box him? Bro, if I see Shanks fly in the air in the same way that Roger and Whitebeard did, I might fly out the window. I might fly out the window. Ben Beckman and Shanks. Well, I guess. And Shanks puts him down in the cup. Hey, Beck. Isn't it about time to go and claim it? Claim what? Claim what, bro? And Beckman looks over. It's over, bro. It is over. This is the Final Saga, man. This is the Final Saga. Shanks for longer than 3 pages! Yo! Hey, Beck! Isn't it about time to go and claim it? The One Piece! doesn't who doesn't get chills reading that? Who does not get chills reading that, bro? Dog, Shanks, man. Shanks, bro. And the whole squad are here. They're outside of Wano. It's time. So he says, I'm not planning on having a reunion with Luffy here. So he's not planning on specifically meeting with Luffy in Wano. So they could still meet in Elbaf. They could still meet at Lodestar, Lavto, whenever it's gonna be. But dude, this final saga is gonna be the greatest arc of all time, man. It truly is. Navy head. Stop, bro! Stop! Stop! We can't let the Revolutionary Army go unchecked any longer on Akainu. Revolutionary Army? I know that, but we don't have any more Marines to deploy. The ones they're calling Flame Emperor. I knew it! I knew it! When I read the title of the chapter, I was like, wait, Flame Commandment Emperor. For the matter might not know me, but I was like, no, there's no way. Because if we would have seen it, it would have been with... We would start off the chapter going around the world. But now that we saw Shanks, we could very well see Sabo in this chapter. The one they're calling Flame Emperor Sabo. He's become a champion for much of the world. And we see McDonald's HQ. Of all the participants in the reverie, the one that was killed was a descendant of one of the founding 20 from... Oh, the confirmation. It's true. It is true. Was a descendant of one of the founding 20 from 800 years ago, Nefertari Cobra. Oh my god, we were right. The theories were true. The legends were true. Revolutionary Army's Chief of Staff kills the King of Alabasta. Sabo assassinates King Cobra. I'm sure this is of great significance for the Revolutionary Army, and of course, this was the right route to go about this. Now we're going to see the way in which the world government wants to portray the Revolutionary Army, and them being such a massive threat. They want to see them as these individuals that are so chaotic, so willing to do anything for their goals, they would even kill a king from another country. And so this is perfectly in line with the way that the world government is trying to go about this. But man, we finally got confirmation, bro. We've been thinking about this since like chapter 925, man. And a few hours before that, a flashback to the Reverie? They attacked the homes of the Celestial Dragons in the Holy Land, destroying a monument of the Divine Dragon Claw and the symbol of the world nobles. It was a blatant declaration of war. Admirals Ryokyugi and Fujitora took charges of Navy defenses. Yeah, but in the end, they succeeded in freeing their former comrade Bartholomew Kuma from this. They freed Kuma? They succeeded in freeing their former comrade Bartholomew Kuma from the Celestial Dragon slavery and managed to escape. So they escaped with Kuma. Wow, I'm sure the admirals were restricted because they were fighting in the Holy Land, but don't make excuses for them. Vivi? Not only was King Cobra assassinated, but around the same time, so we were right! We were right! That she was gonna be kidnapped. We were right. That she was gonna be kidnapped. And that the Cobra was gonna be assassinated. And I'm going to assume that Sabo is in fact with Vivi. Oh, yo, this is about to get crazy, man. The pieces are starting to fall into place. We're still investigating how these cases are connected. Navy Criminal Affairs Unit Chief Kuroma Tensei. Who in the Flying Flagnards? I bet Arabasta's in chaos. Their ship hasn't even left the Red Port. It's hard for anyone to come and go given the circumstances. Does that mean we can close the case in the attempted murder of Saint Charlos? Saint Milsgard excused the criminals. In the Holy Land, the gods' knights have jurisdiction to mediate disputes. It's a complicated situation to say the least. Leave him to it. Akainu's like, yo, don't bring those matters over to me, alright? It seems like most of these incidents are linked to Sabo. His flames of rebellion are spreading all over the globe. The 8 of those rebelling kingdoms were inspired to stage a revolutionary coup while their kings were still returning. Oh, wait, what are we learning about here? All 8 of those rebelling kingdoms were inspired to stage a revolutionary coup while their kings were still returning home. Double spread and we see Sabo. It's almost as if they're worshiping. Yo. So that's what we saw back in chapter 1053 where they had Sabo in the background. Flame Emperor Sabo. Sabo. No, so his influence is going to be all over the place. With the growth of his legend, you could say his influence is greater than of the rebellious dragon himself. On top of that, his little brother Straw Hat Luffy was dubbed an emperor. Wait, so this means that Sabo right now is seen as the biggest threat, right? Because of course, wait. So with every incident being connected to Sabo, what are they trying to let us know that this final arc is going to... Of course we know the final arc is going to be the Revolutionary Army against the Celestial Dragons, right? Like that's going to be one of the major conflicts that this entire series has been leading up towards. And we saw the declaration of war happen at the Reverie. So for us to start the final saga, not just with the Shanks stuff, but with the Sabo stuff, makes so much sense to me. My whole thing is Sabo's influence being greater than Dragon himself. I'm going to assume they're stating that as like, right now, Dragon in the past, he influenced the individuals to join. What Sabo's doing is Sabo's getting the entire world involved in this. What Sabo's doing is he's like the face. You're now putting a face to this thing, which is now, Dragon, of course, before being the face, but being a scary individual, they're like, I don't know about all that, right? But with Sabo and seeing the type of individual that he is, maybe that potentially turned the hearts of all the people they're all over the place, and they're like, hold up, we can believe in this dude. We can believe in the Flame Emperor. And now that's really, really makes me wonder. Because, let's continue. The Flame Emperor's influence can be felt in the pirate world. His younger brother just upended their status quo. Right now, the times are being forced to change. I reached the rank of Fleet Admiral during one hell of an era. I don't care where they try to hit us. We'll strike back. Akaino's like, let's go, son! Let's go! We'll strike back and return fire on all fronts. Cover and color spread next... No, the chapter's over? Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. This week's chapter... This is how you start the final saga. With continuing the Green Bull plotline, which is amazing. I'm loving the Momonosuke stuff. I'm loving all this. Scabbard's coming in, Yamato wanting to take care of the situation, and Momonosuke being like, "No, I got this." But in the midst of this, I'm really curious as to what takes place here with Green Bull, and with Green Bull, with Momonosuke, and with everyone that's here. And I'm super interested. Of course, Shanks was in this chapter. Shanks spoke in this chapter, y'all. The entirety of the red-haired pirates were in this chapter. Luffy's become a great pirate. This takes me back. Look at... I still can't believe we got this. He's looking down at... So, as he sees Luffy's Gear 5th, he's looking at it and he's reminiscing back to when they first got the Gomu Gomu no Mi. So, it's so interesting to me. It's like, Shanks, what do you know, bro? What do you know? And then what he says here in this page is so spooky to me, man. Isn't it about time to go and claim it? The One Piece. So obviously that is what they're going for here. But then, even in the midst of that, we go to Navy HQ and we see that now things are moving. They are discussing the events that took place in the Reverie and how that is directly affecting the rest of the world right now. Cobra, Alabasta is in chaos because of course Sabo assassinated Cobra, and we all believe this, especially after the anime adaptation for episode 957, where we saw like everyone crying and like, Sabo, how could you do this? Like, then we're like, okay, it definitely happened. So we got confirmation of that. We also got confirmation that Vivi's on the run, and also that Kuma escaped. That Kuma escaped with the rest of the Revolutionary Army. So they're investigating how the cases are connected. Obviously, Sabo is in the middle of all of this. And then we can close the case in the attempted murder of Saint Charlos, going back to the Reverie as well. So there was an attempted murder of Saint Charlos too, and then Milsgard accused of criminals, and the Holy Land of the Gods Knights have jurisdiction to mediate disputes. It's a complicated situation to say the least, so I'm interested in seeing where that goes. And then, this is really, really interesting. The fact that there are kingdoms who are going against their kings in regards to their they're staging a revolutionary coup while the kings were still on the way home. So it's like, what they did was so huge. And the way they see Sabo in is that they didn't even wait for the kings to get back home. They already started protesting. They already started having, no, this is our leader. This is our guy. Like, Sabo is our dude. He is the face that runs the place right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And so this is insane to me. Because now we're at a point that the two brothers are once again the focal point of the story. Where Luffy, of course, with the whole with now being an emperor, obviously being Nika, it's going to be huge and main characters. So we're going to see all that. Shanks, he's specifically said in this chapter, they're not going to be meeting just yet. So I'm going to assume that's being saved for Elbaf, like I said, or Lodestar, or Laugh-Till, whenever in the world that's going to be. But the very, very interesting thing about this is that Akainu specifically states that it doesn't matter where they attempt to hit us, they're striking back and return fire at all points, which means we're about to get into the point of the story where we're about to see full force, full large-scale war. Because if the Revolutionary Army, we have not seen Dragon, we haven't seen any of them since, I believe, chapter 957. So I was thinking back to that particular chapter, and especially now with the world in chaos like this, I can still see a situation where Dragon goes to instant messenger summon himself, because now that we have that they declared war on the Celestial Dragons, we just didn't get a chance to see it. But now that we saw they did declare war there while they were there, because I thought Dragon was going to be the one to go by himself and declare war. But this is going to be very interesting, because now regardless, whatever the Revolutionary Army does, whatever they do, Akainu, you know exactly the type of dude this individual is. But the problem here is, even if they attempt to return fire, they're unless the SSG is so stacked that they can even, then it's the Admirals, because he's here with Kizaru. This is about to get crazy, because the thing is, right, they send so many people to go get the warlords, and of course they don't want to abandon their HQ. So it's like, right now for the Marines, I feel like it's going to be a big strategic game of who do we send, how do we send them, how many do we send them, unless the SSG are truly just a whole bunch of Rogers, like we've joked in the past. Like, these guys are just all filthy. And the SSG or these pacifists just level up to the millionth degree, and they're really going to be out here as the main force of the Revolutionary Army, or of the world government. So, Akainu, I love the energy of all three of the major characters present in this chapter. I love Green Bull's energy. I love Momonosuke and all the other characters. There's energy. Shanks' energy was unmatched as always. That is the GOAT. And then Akainu. We're going to strike back and return fire. Let's talk about it, Let's talk about it, man. What a chapter. What a chapter, dude. Pinnacle of the peak. Greatest of all time. This chapter was absolutely insane, man. Dude. So let's talk about this chapter. Let me pull up the supers. While I just once again thank every single person who told me to keep an eye out for spoilers. Because man, oh man, if I would have gotten spoiled on Shanks returning, I might have lost it. I might have lost it. And so, the fact that they were so close, man. So let me go to the supers real quick, bro. Let's have a conversation, y'all. This is crazy. This chapter was insane. Insane, man. So we had the legendary PK coming in with the GVP5. Like the stream chat, gotta support the coach. It's time to crack out the tea and biscuits, boys. Peak piece. This was truly peak piece, PK. This is just the setup. This chapter was so spectacular. Getting chapter of the year later this year, like actually ranking chapter of the year this year, not just say that, is going to be near impossible, because I'm going to assume this is the beginning of madness. So we already have like a bunch of contenders. 1044 to me was like the standout, but now that we have this is Shanks in a chapter, and not only Shanks in a chapter, we got the confirmations of happening around the world of Sabo too. Green Bull, so I love this chapter, but this was one of those. You know what I mean? This is one of those. This is one of those chapters. So truly peak piece. Thank you, PK man. You ain't ready for this chapter, champ. I was not in the slightest. I thought we were gonna stay in Wano at the beginning. When the last time I turned the page like that, and it caught me off guard to the point where I was just so shook, was when I saw like that this is my peak. This is Gear 5. Like that was the last time I turned the page, and my brain just lost all function. Where it was just like, because even the buggy thing, right? We had a feeling for all these years, like that is most certainly a genuine possibility. You know, all these different things in the past like 10 chapters. Ryokyugu showing up was huge too. But this one was different because I just did not expect Shanks. I would have expected to see Buggy first, Sabo first, Shanks? And when I step back and think about it, it's like it makes so much sense, bro. This is the first chapter of the final saga. Why not revert back to the beginning? Showcase all of that through Shanks' perspective. I love that, man. Oh my goodness, dude. Thank you, PK, man. Fireboy Sanji comes in with a 5. Don't read the chat until you finish the chapter. Trust me. For chapters like these, for chapters where I'm told, stay off social media at all costs, because there's levels to it, right? There's weeks that I'm told, stay off social media, spoilers are out, but, do not take too many precautions. Okay. Then I can, at the beginning of the stream, there's some leeway. Then there's the next level after that, which is like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Get off. It's crazy. Then there, I'm like, okay, I can't look at the chat before I read the chapter. But then there's stuff like this one, and when I was reached out for 1044 and 1043 and like 1000 and 967 and 907 and all those chapters where it's like, you're about to get one of those One Piece chapters. Because the thing is, as tards, right, as massive fanboys and fangirls of this series, there's a feeling that only this series can provide. And this week's chapter provided that for me. Alright? This was the perfect chapter to come off a break from. Because now we can speculate we gotta talk about this Sabo thing. I'm so curious, dude, on what Oda's about to do with Sabo here in this final saga. Then Vivi's about to become a major... I miss Vivi so much. So having her be a major component of the story again is going to be so good. Oh, thank God the AC turned on, dude. I was dying, man. I was starting to sweat. I thought I was going to die. Legit. Like when Shanks showed up, I think that was the hardest I've ever sweat while recording a YouTube video. Thank God this camera did not fall. Because my other camera is still down. The other camera has been down for... I don't even want to start recording. How long have we been live? How long did it take me? It took me an hour to read the chapter. Oh my God. The last time it took me an hour to read a chapter was like chapter 1000. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But who cares? This chapter was good. But I appreciate y'all sticking by me. Oh my goodness. We had 900 people here for that amount of time? Y'all are truly good. I don't know how y'all deal with me, but I appreciate y'all, man. Fireboy Sanji, thank you so much. I said Sanji. What am I, 4Kids character? Fireboy Sanji, thank you so much, brother. I truly appreciate you for the 5. Turbo comes in with a 5 and says, One Piece is peak fiction. Truly peak fiction. Thank you so much for that, Turbo. This chapter was nuts, man. Then Zeha comes in and says, nothing else to say but peak. Nothing else to say. It's in your name. The moment that I saw the color spread with the 4 emperors, that should have been enough an indication that there was going to be a million out of 10 chapter. Goodness. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Zehahaha. JQ was here comes in with a 20. Shout out to JQ was here. It says, careful, King, there's too much peak. I'm still feeling it, JQ was here. This was true. My brain is mush. It's been mush since I saw Shanks. It's been mush since I turned the page and I saw Shanks' ship. And the craziest part about it even if we would have stayed in Wano and continued the Momonosuke stuff, this still would have been a spectacular chapter to me because I was just loving that stuff. The fact that we got everything else was just... you can't even use the phrase icing on the cake. That's the whole factory. I mean, that is you mass producing the entire factory like your Big Mom. You know, like your Strusen. So JQ was here. Thank you so much for the 20. I truly appreciate you. Truly too much peak. And then PK comes in with a GBP 20. It says 3 times Santa had PvP chapter. Yo, this chapter truly deserved 3 Santa hats, man. Chapter of the year, easy Shanks. I can't say easy because Gear 5th might still be like, that might be my favorite chapter, bro. This period. I love that chapter. But this chapter had Shanks, man. But what this chapter showed me is that we need to be prepared for a stretch of this type of level chapters, right? Now, we got Shanks. I saw the monkey in this chapter, bro. I saw the monkey in this chapter, man. Ben Beckman, Shanks. Yo, man. PK, thank you so much, dog. I truly appreciate you. Man, oh, man, dude. I am sweating bullets, bro. Yo. And then Andres Gonzalez. Yo, member for 6 months. Truly appreciate you, Andres, man. Says peak peace. Thank God I managed to avoid spoilers. Same here, bro. Same here. So happy I managed to avoid spoilers. This chapter... The final saga is the final saga is happening, yo. The final saga is happening. Yo, now that I see Niall here in the comments, Niall, man, I thank you with every fiber in my being. You, Spicy, Drums, Goats, that reached out. So, bro, y'all reached out to me so long ago. I don't even remember what day it was. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Y'all were like, y'all reminded me, like, yo, this next chapter, you know, we're coming off a break. I was like, I got you, man. I got you. I'm out. I appreciate you, Niall, man. I really do, dog. Goodness. Yo, facts, Tron Godward. Like, we almost hit 1,000. Like, that's how you know this chapter was special. When we almost hit 1,000 again. Yo, then Post on Theory comes out with $10. Sabo is the king. Yo, Sabo moving different after this week's chapter. Sabo is moving different after this week's chapter. Sabo is the king goat. The Sabo haters are gonna riot. Give it to me again. So the thing with Sabo, Post on Theory, that gets me is that line stated from the... that was one of the admirals that said that. I believe it was... hold on. Let's go back. Because what he stated about him being... that the growth of his... So here's the thing, right? The point I was trying to get to earlier before my brain turned to mush. So, this Navy Criminal Affairs Unit Chief, Kuroma Tensei, I'm very interested on seeing the future of this character. Very interested. Now, this is fascinating because now Sabo, so the growth of his legend, you could say his influence is greater of the rebellious dragon himself. So we know this final saga is going to have a lot to do with the current generation surpassing the old generation and stuff of that nature. In this final saga, we're going to see characters like Luffy, Sabo, Kobe, these characters that have been built up, and Sabo, of course, came in after the time skip, officially, right? We saw him in the flashback for the ASL flashback, but officially coming to the story, we saw him after a certain point, but he's still a part of the next of this current generation, right? So, what really fascinates me about the way Oda's handling this is he's taking a direction where now we're going to see the true, like, the current generation is going to be causing such a massive storm. And not only that, remember what Law said back in Dressrosa, when the D will cause a storm. And we're currently starting to see that across the board. And obviously, there's like the law theories and all that stuff, right? But we're starting to see that here. And the current generation, we're going to see a lot more of this, where characters are going to start having these different type of influences. Because, of course, I don't believe Sabo has surpassed Dragon overall, not only just the leader, but in power and in as being the most wanted criminal, all that stuff. I still believe Dragon is obviously the most wanted as the founder. But the thing with Sabo is, through Sabo, they found a babyface to latch onto. And, like, you know what? We believe in that man's vision. And while their king was gone, they believed in him so much that 8 of the kingdoms are starting to rebel. They are starting to rebel against their leaders. Because of that man right there. Sabo moves different. Sabo moves different, yo. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, yo. John Smith 2.0 says, do you think that's Green Bull's Wicked ability? It might. I mean, it looks like it, right? You're right, John Smith 2.0. It probably is. It probably is. Because the thing is with Awakening, especially after seeing it in the data book, it's like, or in the Road to Laugh Tale, it's like, wait a minute. This is something that, for Loki is actually, it has to be his awakening. Now that I think about it, it has to be his awakening. Which is insane, because that is one crazy awakened ability, man. So you're right, I think it might be his awakened ability. Yo, Super's coming in. Bless y'all so much. So we got unknown artist. Shout out to unknown artist, yo. It took 3 Berserk and 2 One Punch Man chapters to cope with this 1 month break. So Sabo, Luffy, and Shanks have conflicted interests now. That is so interesting to me, unknown artist. So interesting. So let's talk about that for a second. First, your 3 Berserk, 2 One Punch Man. I don't read One Punch Man. I definitely need to catch up to it. I think I'm further behind as far as the anime, right? Like that's as far as I am for One Punch Man. Berserk, love those chapters. I've actually been reading a lot of stuff while on break, and I hope I get an opportunity to talk about the stuff that I've read while One Piece is on break, because I actually did read a lot, and I reread some One Piece too. That was really, really good. Reread some greatness. Looking forward to talking about that. But as far as your comment on Sabo, Luffy, and Shanks having conflicted interests go, I'm so interested now, because of course Shanks and Luffy obviously are going to clash over the One Piece, and maybe even over poneglyphs, because Shanks could be here specifically to grab the poneglyph and spread, with no one knowing anything, because Green Bull is boxing the scabbards, and they're over there partying, so he's just going to sneak in, grab the poneglyph, go to Elbaf, Vera, wherever the next poneglyph is. So it's like, yo, we're going to have that confrontation eventually, like I said. Now the Sabo thing interests me, because now with Sabo, and having assassinated Cobra, him taking Vivi, I wonder how Luffy's going to react to that, knowing people. Because Luffy knows people so well, and we know that he knows their true intentions. He sees it. So I wonder, when he sees that, is he gonna have the reaction of, Sabo, what are you doing? Or is he going to have the reaction of, Vivi's safe because she's with Sabo, and Sabo is currently being framed for all of this? I mean, he might not say all that, but he'll just say, believe in Sabo. That's my brother. He would never kill Cobra. Something had to have happened there. And I really wonder if we're going to get a moment like that. And I hope we do, because it would show that level of care from Luffy to Sabo, and being like, I don't believe that he would ever do something like this, especially not to somebody who we care about so much like Vivi. So that's where I think that, from a character standpoint, is going to go. Now, where does it go from there? Because Sabo currently being on the run with Vivi, or missing, right? I wonder how Oda's going to tie that into, when are we even going to see Sabo? Right? Like, when is he going to pop up? How are we going to get his reintroduction into the series? I'm so interested. But thank you so much, unknown artist. Truly appreciate you. Speak. Yo, Speak and Northside. Shout out to Northside, too, for the Superman. I've known these individuals for so long. These are 2 of my good brothers, man. And it's just great to see y'all. on the day of the final saga, man. This is crazy, dude. Speak comes in with a 449. Bro, Oda's the GOAT. There's no way. Like, it's just... Oda's so goated that no way we get Shanks now. That's exactly what you said. And, like, you're so right. Like, bro, this is Oda we're talking about. This is the GOAT. This is the greatest of all time. This is One Piece. If we see Shanks this week, next week we have to see Blackbeard. Or Buggy. I could see one of the two. I honestly think we could save Blackbeard as the final chapter heading us into the next saga. But if we don't, we could see Teach next week. You're absolutely right. Oda's the GOAT. No question about that. Oda's the GOAT. But it's so crazy to me. The big players, like you said, have truly begun. I was a boy, now a man, and it's still a GOAT. It speaks it better than I ever could. And it's a celebration of the 25th anniversary of this series. And of how long all of us have been with this series, regardless of whether you got into the series yesterday. And speaking of that, a massive thank you. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who reached out over the break, letting me know that you caught up to the series through the reactions on the channel. When I read that, and I've received it multiple times, like it genuinely created something within my heart. It created this joy I cannot explain. And so for everyone who caught up through the channel, I just, and the amount of kind words to follow that like that, that's crazy to me. So shout out to y'all, man. Just a massive thank you for following the journey through the channel. That feels crazy to me, right? But going back to Speak's comment, because it made me think about that. It's like, yo, when we started this series, we were so much younger. Now we're much older, and Oda's still the same. He's still the GOAT. He's still producing chapters capable of making us feel like this. You know, after reading a series for a long time, you normally get to, read the patterns, figure it out. You get used to insanely hyped stuff, but now with One Piece, man, like this year, I've had some of the most hyped moments in the entire series. And that's really, really special, man. But yeah, Speak is right. We're probably getting to Teach next week, and that's going to be crazy, dude. Blackbeard. But man, shout out to you, Speak, bro. Thank you so much, brother. You're truly, truly, truly a GOAT. Northside comes in with a 20, man. Yo, Northside, brother. That means the world, bro. You know what it is, man. I look forward to talking to you and Speak in the near future about this greatness. Because man, oh man, One Piece is back, and it's about to be better than ever. Goodness. Spicy! I see you in the comments. Thank you so much for letting me know to get off everything, man. I truly appreciate you, brother. But Northside, man, that means the world, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Jay Milleret comes in and joins the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Shout out to Jay Milleret for becoming a member and joining the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Truly appreciate you, dog. And then Speak comes in with another 9. Man, shout out to Speak. Kind of, in my opinion, hired like-minded admirals. Also, he hired yes men. Green Bull thinks like him, and away so does Fuji. They both believe the world government shouldn't align with the pirates. That is true. I didn't think about it that way. That's a good point. Alabasta Dressrosa doesn't believe the public Cobra story. Factual. Yo, Seneto, I see you in the comments. Shout out to the good brother. But that's factual. Speak. Because I didn't think about it in that way. There's a thread that connects the current admirals. Like, Akainu was out here hiring yes men. Akainu was surrounding himself with individuals where he has the highest probability of success. Where he has the highest probability of, okay, we can do this. And I need other individuals who, even if we don't see eye to eye, we're still of the same mindset. Like I said with Fujitora, I didn't even think about that. Like, they both do not want to, for different reasons, but they don't want to have that, the warlord system in place. They don't want to work alongside the pirates. Like, Akainu wants to annihilate the pirates, and we know with Marineford, he will do it in any way, shape, or form possible. Underhanded tactics or not. That's what makes him such a great villain. And so, him going about this in this way, getting all these like-minded people in Akainu fashion, is super dope. Thank you for pointing that out, Speak. That's actually super, super dope. I didn't think about it in that way. I appreciate you for the Superman. Hollow-sama comes in with a membership for 5 months. It says, what a way to come back from a month break with the mind-blown emoji. Truly. Right? You said it better than I ever could. Way to come back from a month break with this crazy chapter, man. Thank you, Hollow-sama, dog. Goodness. Whoa! Okay, here we go, y'all. Yo. Because I didn't see any of these. I scrolled down and I just saw like 4. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much for showing love, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Michael Mickles, the legend, comes in. Membership for 7 months for the Kingdom of Peak Fiction. The legendary Michael Mickles comes in and says it's back in all caps. The chapter justified the break completely, 100%. I'm glad the Sabo news wasn't a fake out death. Same here. Thanks for putting in all the work during the hiatus and congrats on 16K. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that, dude. You know, on that same line of thought, Michael, for 16K, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you who showed up at the Reverie and with all of your support, because I've been a part of every single Reverie in some way, shape, or form, right? Except for the first one. Well, the first one I was in the comments too. But from 2 onward, except for I think 1 or 2 where I was just really, really busy, whether it was at the end, at the beginning, wherever, I've been in all of them. But the support that I saw in this Reverie was crazy. It was crazy, man. Y'all came out in full force. So thank y'all for that. I truly, truly do appreciate y'all for that. And it was thanks to good brother Jay that we were able to hit 16K. We were on the journey to 16K, but the Reverie definitely put us over that hump. So everybody who joined after the Reverie, I truly appreciate y'all, and everybody who's been with me longer than that, of course, I appreciate y'all too, man. So, yeah, Michael, man, you're right. Like, I'm so glad the Sabo news wasn't a fake death, and that it is following, because the thing is, right, this is Oda. Oda knows what the fans are expecting, but I remember he stated something one time where it was, you know, there's YouTubers and there's individuals who, they put their entire life into this story. So they're going to predict certain things. But there's the casual audience who's never even going to think about this possibility. And so he has to keep those 2 readers in mind. And what I love so much about the Sabo thing is that none of us are going to be disappointed by this. Why? The way that it was executed. We didn't know Sabo freed Kuma whenever he first did that. We didn't know they also declared war on the Revolutionary Army. And we also didn't know that at this current point in time, Sabo's influence is going throughout all over the world. So all those additional things on top of something that all of us already knew, it just made that confirmation 100 times better due to the way it was executed. And I love the way that was handled. So, shout out to Oda on that end, man. That was some great stuff. And I'm glad that he didn't give us something breaking our ankles just for the sake of breaking our ankles. Like, he went with the plan, stuck to the plan. This is what we're doing for the rest of this arc. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Jay Millerette comes in and says, Kuroma is his alias, Black Horse, Tensei's his real name, like Momonosuke, Pink Rabbit, Gion, Achato, and Brown Pig, Tokikage. Ah, so Black Horse, because I saw the Black Horse part right there. Tensei is his real name. And Tensai is genius, right? I know that because of Slam Dunk. I'm a big Slam Dunk fan. Tensai is genius. What is Tensei? I know Edo Tensei from Naruto. Is that like... I don't know. I don't know, but that's interesting. So Kuroma Black Horse is his real name. Is his alias. So really nice. Thank you for that confirmation on that. And then I appreciate you, Jay Miller. Thank you. Post on Theory comes in and says, all this chaos has totally changed the possibilities for what Blackbeard could have been plotting. Facts. Like, what was Blackbeard actually going for whenever he stated, we're going? Like, we're moving. We gotta take it while this chaos is going down. So I wonder what it is that Blackbeard is actually going for. Is he going for an ancient weapon? And if he is going for Pluton, are we about to see him too? Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yo, Northside... Northside, you remember a long time ago. If you're still there, Northside, remember a long time ago we were talking about the Shanks versus Blackbeard theories and how that's gonna go down. If we really if what Blackbeard was going for is Pluton, because of course there's a possibility it's Uranus or it's something, who knows, but if it is Pluton and he runs into Shanks here, oh my god. I'm not ready. I'm already not ready, you know? I'm already not ready. Goodness. But thank you so much for that post on Theory, man. I appreciate you. And then Sen Eto, the legend, comes in with a 2. Why is Shanks at Wano if he isn't going to meet Luffy? So, Sen, he's here to get, well, my assumption is the Poneglyph, and what I'm most interested in, because whenever he stated it isn't about time to clean the One Piece, it feels like after he saw what Luffy did, what I think happened here, Sen, is Shanks came here just in case, like last time. I honestly do believe that Shanks was heading to Wano just in case Marineford happened again and Luffy was not able to save Ace. I honestly do believe that. So Shanks came here. Well, actually, no. That wouldn't have mattered because it's 1 week after, so it wouldn't have been that. Maybe Shanks is... It's got to be the Poneglyph. It has to be to get the Poneglyph rubbing, especially with the whole One Piece. We're going to clean the One Piece. So it has to be that he came here specifically to get the Poneglyph rubbing. They're going to get out of there, and then they're going to go on to Elbaf or wherever in the Flying Flotters. Because he stated that the last time they were there... Give me 1 second. See? I knew it was going to drop at least at one point in time in this stream. I just didn't know when it was going to be. But I do believe, because he did state in this chapter that the last time they were at Wano, or last time he was at Wano, was with Odin. Whenever they said goodbye to Odin. So it definitely looks like they still haven't gotten this Poneglyph rubbing yet. So that is going to be the next step for Shanks, getting this Poneglyph rubbing. And then we move over towards them going to Elbaf or Lodestar, or wherever it is, whichever one they have missing, right? Which we all assume is he and Luffy are going to fight over either the last Poneglyph or they're going to fight on the way to Lapto, whenever it is. But this is so interesting to me. But thank you so much for that, Sen. I appreciate you, brother. And then Hollow-sama. Hollow-sama comes in with a 20. With a 20. It says Shanks endgame boss confirmed. Dude. I'll take it. I love the way Shanks was presented in this chapter. He was presented in such a raw but spooky light. Like, I'm so proud of him. But we're boxing soon. I love the way those panels were structured, because Shanks is a villain theorists are gonna be super happy from this chapter. And then those of us in the middle are like, Shanks is interesting as always, right? It's like, oh man, he's interesting. He's up to something. He's always up to something. And that's what made those panels, because just the way he was framed in certain panels just made it seem like, yo, Shanks, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man? I'm so interested. I'm so interested. What are your thoughts on the Holy Lands God's Knights? So I was actually going to bring that up. What a wonderful chapter. Keep up the great work, Coach. Thank you so much for the Hollow-sama. And thank you for the 20. But going back to your God's Knights things, do you think that the Holy Lands God's Knights are about to be like... So in Bleach, there's something called the Royal Guard, right? These individuals are the ones who like protect like the big the king of the Bleach universe. So these individuals are they're about it, right? I mean, depending on who you ask, right? Well, forget about that. But the concept of Royal Guard, the Hunter x Hunter, right? Royal Guard, that's something that's been utilized in multiple different stories. But it might end up being that, where either the Gorosei have a special force to them, or Instant Messenger Sama's God's Knights are the Gorosei. Or it is the special group of individuals that are there to protect the Holy Land, and only to protect the Holy Land. Potentially individuals that are on that level, but their specific duty is to protect the Holy Land. I'm very curious, because when we look back to Skypiea, the whole concept of knights and gods' knights in that arc was brought up too. So it's like this potentially could be an ancient concept that they're still exploring within the Holy Land, because Instant Messenger Sama is from all those years ago, right? So it's like a lot of different possibilities there. But I do believe they are going to end up being individuals who are on that level, who are there to protect the Holy Land and only the Holy Land. Like that is their mission. That is their goal. That is what they do. And so I'm really, really curious. But thank you so much for that, Hollow Sama. I truly appreciate you. Oh, okay. So, I appreciate y'all. Lino Juvni says, Tensei means revival, but I don't know if the same kanji. Gotcha. Absolutely. Peak fiction. Shanks and Beckman stay scheming. They stay scheming, alright. They stay scheming. Recon, why is Shanks going for the One Piece now? Could it be a Luffy? Yes. Yes. I do believe the moment that Shanks saw Luffy in that form, he said it's time. I do believe he's been waiting this entire time for that. I don't know how long he's been waiting for that, but I do believe now he's going to move. Maybe it's because of the stuff happening around the world. Maybe it's because of Luffy, or a combination of the two. But we know that Shanks stays scheming. And I definitely do believe if he is going to move for the One Piece now, it is for a purpose. Excuse me, it is for a reason. Like, this is going to end up being the... Like, this is it. It's about time to claim the One Piece. It is time to claim it. And so... It's like them stating that is not only just, of course, for the audience, but for them, it's like they've been on this journey for so long. And they've been messing around, they've been trolling. They're obviously those dudes. But they've been waiting for a specific moment. Now, with the why is Shanks and Wano in the first place, I do believe it's probably going to be for that poneglyph rubbing. But I'm so interested on if Shanks... Bro, what about this? Because there's a lot of different possibilities, right? Do y'all think... Let's just... Hypothetically speaking, that Blackbeard is on the way here, too. Or maybe Shanks, thinking that Blackbeard was going to be on his way here, went to Wano to attempt to intercept him. Or it's simply just him going for the poneglyph rubbing. But think... Just... Besides the poneglyph rubbing, thinking of other things, if he wasn't going to meet Luffy, and that was not his intention, they're just sailing through here. Maybe they did expect to meet up with somebody here. Maybe they did think they were going to run into Blackbeard here. And since they didn't run into Blackbeard here, where in the Flying Flaggers is he? Or maybe they potentially thought they were going to run into something else here, right? I don't know. It's a good question, and I look forward to seeing the answer, if we even do get an answer. Crazy stuff, Aush Nepal. Crazy. Shanks gonna get Robin? I would lose my mind, Pankeiku. Lose my mind. I found a specific pirate that was Bart. There has to be something like that because we know it wasn't Cypherpole, that's for sure. That's true, Lazy Mofos. That is 100% true. So Xander can... That's so tough to answer. Because on one end, I most certainly agree that there is some way, shape, or form in that Shanks getting all this information. But I honestly do believe we're about to get to the point... Give me 1 second. Apologize about that. But I honestly do believe that once we get to the point where we start figuring out, because this week was just a taste of Shanks' backstory. I do believe that we're going to get to a point where we're going to see Shanks' journey from the moment that he left Roger's crew up until the moment that he and Luffy, he gave Luffy the Straw Hat. And when we get that part right there, we're going to understand why it is that Shanks knows so much and how he has so much influence. Now, of course, there's been the theory, of course, of Shanks being a celestial dragon or Shanks being a member of royalty, but even all that aside, if Shanks is just that dude in the way that I believe that he is, if Shanks is just that dude and he's had this way of finding out all this information for all of these years, I am so interested in figuring out why it is that he knows that, because you got to think about it, right? If Dragon knows all of this information, we assume Dragon knows the true history, we assume that Dragon knows a lot about what happened back then in the same way that Dragon went about it, or he found out that information, I'm going to assume he did not get that information straight from somebody within the world government, right? So I believe however it is Dragon got it, whether, there's the theories of him being a former member of the Marines and somehow finding his way into the books and the libraries, or maybe with Vegapunk, whatever, right? Him finding out the true history through there. But I'm so interested on Shanks, because Dragon, we see how that motivated him. We know, or we assume, that Dragon was directly motivated from finding out the truth, or if it's not the true history, it's pieces of the true history, and whatever happened with Luffy's mom. That's like the assumption, and the injustices of the world, like a combination of all those things. So Dragon knowing all of that led him to this revolution and to doing everything that he's doing. If Shanks knows everything, if he knows about Nika, if he knows about the true history, if he knows all that stuff already, how he got the information, I don't know. But what I'm most interested in is how does that affect Shanks' motivation? Because if Shanks is motivated to the extent of, like, the things that I'm doing right now and the things that have been put into place for all this time have been motivated because of him figuring out the truth, or however it is that he got all that stuff, right? How has that motivated Shanks? And what are Shanks' motivations? Like, when you read a chapter like this, it really puts into perspective, we really don't know what this man's motivations are. And it just puts it, it's like, man, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Kuma is free. This was peak, Mac. 100%. Post on Theory comes in with another 5. You think Shanks will still go to the One Piece with Buggy? Well, suddenly Buggy's the only one that we know of that Shanks knows Blackbeard is so weird. That is true. That not necessarily. Buggy and Shanks know Blackbeard's weird, but so do Luffy and Zoro. Because Luffy and Zoro said, they called him they, right? Like, oh man, hold up. There's more than one individual there. And so they also know his body's weird, and so does Marco. But of course, those are individuals that were back then. But Buggy and Shanks, I know what you're saying. Like, Buggy and Shanks specifically met with Blackbeard whenever they were kids, and there is that connection between the two of them. Buggy has a connection to all three. They have a connection to each other. Shanks, of course, has a connection to everybody. But with Buggy and Shanks making it to Laugh Tale at the same time, I do believe that's going to happen. I do believe that at Laugh Tale, especially after this chapter, what I initially thought was going to be a battle at Laugh Tale between Luffy and Blackbeard might end up being all 4 of them being there. Now, I just don't know how that's going to happen, because they all need to get to Lodestar, and they all need to get there, right? So it's like, how do we show that? How do we show all of them? This is the One Piece, a place that no one has went to since Roger made it, right? So it's to Laugh Tale. So how are we going to show these 4 crews making it up there at around the same time? Like, I'm so curious on how Oda's going to go about that. And Shanks and Buggy, I firmly believe they're going to make it. And if they don't make it, then one of the two is going to be dead. And they're going to go there having that weight on their shoulders. Hypothetically speaking, if Shanks dies before then, Buggy and Luffy are going to have that weight going there. And of course, if Blackbeard's the one that does it, then Luffy's going to be firing on all cylinders against Blackbeard. But we're basing this on the fact that Shanks, more than likely, after this week's chapter, will be there. So, if they're all there together, how is Oda going to do that? Because I always felt that Luffy was going to make it to Laugh Tale. We were going to get that moment with the Straw Hats, in the same way we got it with Roger in the flashback. and they were going to have that moment special together. That was going to be a moment just for the Straw Hats. But now it's like, how do they make it there first, and then the others make it thereafter? Or does Buggy get there first? Or I don't know. I'm so curious. I'm so curious, man. I'm so curious. Dragon is Yonko level? Honestly, it might be. It might be. He's one of those characters that has that type of, if he is Emperor level, who's batting an eye? It's Dragon. Shanks' backstory ends on how Blackbeard scarred him, then we transition to Blackbeard real time. I would love that, Lazy Mofos. Lazy Mofos, that would be awesome. As a matter of fact, Lazy Mofos, I would love it something like how the way Gintama did it. Where when Shanks and Blackbeard have their inevitable clash, I need them to have that flashback. No, but then that would mean Shanks gonna die. You know how flashbacks work in this series, man. But if let's just say they have that battle, right? And then we get Shanks' flashback in the middle of that battle, and then we got out of it, and when we see Blackbeard, or like you said, we could just transition over to him. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. Exactly, Xanarkin. Like, he got the scar before Blackbeard got his fruit. Like, man, Blackbeard's moving different. That's if Blackbeard didn't already have it and has been hiding it. That's true. That's a good point, Speak. There's most certainly already a theory of him already having a fruit, which allows his body to be able to carry all of the other fruits, right? That's most certainly a possibility, Speak. Mist. My guy Recon, I was popping this chapter as Pinnacle of the Medium. Pinnacle of the Medium is correct, Mist. 100% Pinnacle of the Medium. This chapter was legendary. This is my peak. This is One Piece. Amazing stuff. Amber229 says, any thoughts on Vivi? The same thoughts we've been having for a while, Amber. I do believe that Vivi is currently on the run with Sabo. And if she's not, then I look forward to seeing her because she's bound to pop up very soon. And she's going to be very prevalent. But I do believe that entire thing is all connected to each other. And as we've been saying in the community, I do believe that Vivi, they don't know she's currently missing and on, or they don't know she's currently on the run with Sabo, but I do believe that both of them are on the run together. And I look forward to seeing how Oda handles that. Like Sabo and Vivi running off together on this mission to do whatever it is you're about to do. Because Vivi is going to be somebody with a lot of influence by the end of the series. Like, the Nefertari family, one of the only family who defected all those years ago, is now going to have their direct descendant. Their descendant is going to be the one to help the revolutionary who is currently causing the biggest revolution ever in the history of the series. And this is one of the leaders of the world, because now the Cobra's dead, now the Cobra's been assassinated. Vivi is going to be the leader of Alabasta. So I wonder, is Vivi going to show up like on a Denden Mushi randomly? And we're going to see Vivi reassure the people of Alabasta while also delivering a speech alongside Sabo. Like, I want to see how that happens, man. I'm so curious, dude. No, Lenjoy, I didn't know it dropped. I did not know it dropped. See, because I've been avoiding spoilers, so I did not know. Oh, so I'm gonna read the interview the moment that we get off here. The moment that I get off here. Strat Keelig, this chapter was awesome. They're following on God Valley. I can see that. I can see that happening. Most certainly. So Yo Click says, I'm confused. I thought they failed to manipulate the truth. Then how did they end up making up Sabo killing Cobra? Or is it actually true? Can somebody please explain it to me? So we still haven't gotten the full picture, right, Clicks? I believe there's something that they failed to make up. There's multiple different things that they failed to make up. And I believe that right there, they have 100% taken control of that situation right there. Like, this is true. Or I'm sorry, this is a false narrative. Or actually, it could be true in this way. There's still the possibility that Sabo accidentally killed Cobra. Let's just say Sabo, in the middle of fighting the admirals, or whatever the case may be, Cobra comes in, attempting to stop all of this. Fires that he can, fires whatever it hits Cobra. There's the evidence. He assassinated Cobra. He killed Cobra, right? Maybe he's living with that on his conscience, that he actually is the one who killed Cobra. That is a possibility. Or he was framed for it, and because no one there has any evidence against that, because no one was there to witness that, all they can get is the information coming down from the Reverie itself. So I believe that if there's any information that can be mixed up and or made up, it's the Sabo and the Sabo Cobra Vivi stuff. What I think was not mixed in is what we saw, of course, with like Luffy and the bounty poster, and what truly happened there with Kaido and Big Mom. All of that stuff there, Big News Morgan's made sure that was all the truth. We need to find out very, very soon what actually happened here with Walpole. What information did Walpole give to Big News Morgans? Because I'm just so curious. I'm so curious, man. I'm so curious. Yo, Spicy, man. I still can't believe, whenever if you get to this point, I still can't believe that Shanks part. I still can't believe we flipped over and we saw Shanks' ship, dude. Master3 says, Bros Sabo is going to be insane next time we see him. We're looking at the only non-pirate who's a Yonko in terms of clout and influence. Sabo's the key to the world changing by the end of the story. Yo, Sabo! Sabo's out here, yo! Sabo is out here! The Volume 103 cover is peak. The Volume 103 cover? Vortex, stop playing. Gear 5th? Because I saw the One Piece, the One Piece account, the official account, talking about Volume 103 coming out within the next... Hold on. It says no picture available. Is this it? Yo! It shows Kaido in the middle with Kid and Law, and on top it's Gear 5th Luffy. I love this cover, man. Is this really the cover? Dude, it looks real. It looks real. If this is real, I love this cover, man. Gear 5th Luffy in the back with Kaido, Kid, and Law. And then we see Kid and Law utilizing their awakening. I love this. It's basically the worst generation utilizing their awakening. I love this cover, dude. This is an amazing cover. Wow, well, y'all just got my reaction to that. I hadn't seen that yet. Wow. Oh, J. Millerette comes with another 5. Where do you think Jewelry Bonnie is? She was shown trying to rescue, so that's very interesting. Im-sama might have ordered the assassination of Cobra, but Sabo was framed. Absolutely. That is most certainly... Because remember, the guard will say... talking about lights being extinguished and stuff of that nature, we knew that what happened back in the Robin flashback would happen again. That Cobra was going to suffer that same fate. The moment he was about to bring up something like that, you're getting popped, and Sabo is being framed for it, right? Like that's what we all believed to be for so long. But I'm interested, if it came directly from Instant Messenger Sama, like that is the light you need to extinguish, then you gotta follow the orders. That is the man who sits on the empty throne. You gotta follow the orders. As far as Jewelry Bonnie's concerned, Jewelry Bonnie and her connection to Kuma is going to be very... Now that Kuma has escaped, that just tells me that is going to be a very, very major plot line down the line, and Kuma is going to become a very important character once again. I wonder if the Revolutionary Army is going to take Kuma back to Vegapunk. And potentially... Or... The Revolutionary... What about this? What about the Revolutionary Army? So, we have a situation, now that we know Kuma's escaped, we have a situation where the Revolutionary Army, they leave. They're on the escape, and because just in case they get caught, they leave Kuma with Jewelry Bonnie. or Julie Ribani coming with them, explaining the situation, who she is, her connection to Kuma. She comes with the Revolutionaries. And so the next time we see Revolutionaries and Kuma, we'll see Julie Ribani with them. Or if we don't see Kuma with them, we know where he is. We know where he is. He's with Julie Ribani. Now, regardless, I do believe the next thing that needs to happen with Kuma is they need to take him to Vegapunk. They're going to have to take Kuma to Vegapunk. And so if that's the case, then if Julie Ribani is going to Kuma, or is going to Vegapunk with Kuma, when we meet Vegapunk, we're also going to see Julie Ribani there. That's if that is going to happen. So very interesting stuff. Thank you for bringing that up, Jay Milleret. With Julie Ribani for sure. Yo, the bat. I was so in the moment. I didn't even notice that Yamato did do that. Boku na wa Yamato. Oh, yeah, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I see, that's the thing. This chapter was so stacked that it even has something like that. I didn't even notice. You know? What a glorious chapter. Well worth the wait. Facts, Fire 82. Facts. What a chapter, Dominator K5. Like, seriously, what a chapter. Yeah, go back and watch the reaction. I'm going to end this soon. I have some guests who are going to be coming over here in a second, so I want to go talk to them and whatnot. But, man, we're going to have an opportunity to talk about this later on in the week. Tonight One Piece Day starts. They're going to do the stream where showcasing a lot of stuff. So definitely tune into that as well. For on the not over here on our channel, but on the One Piece official YouTube channel. They're going to have some... They're going to be showing off like the Pirate Gonzack OVA, the first ever official One Piece OVA from 1998, which is a great OVA. They're going to be showcasing that there. A couple other things. So I look forward to watching that. And that starts tonight at 9. I believe it goes all the way until tomorrow. I think it'll be a 24-hour stream. So 25 years of the GOAT, man. 25 years of the GOAT. Yeah. Kasi. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. My bad. Let me see. Thank you so much for streaming so early. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Today, that was my biggest struggle of like, yo, the moment this chapter drops, we're here. Like, we are here, yo. We are here. Speak says, brother, I'm out, great stream. Yo, facts, man. Speak. We're gonna have to sit down and talk about this greatness. You, me, and Northside, just like back in the day, man. Yo, Kev DOG, just finished a chapter, bro. This chapter was crazy. Kev, not just one Santa hat. When I saw Shanks, I put on 3 Santa hats. 3 Santa hats. My brain is still mush. My brain is still mush. All right. Crazy. Man. Alright, I'm going to answer this question from Xanarkand and address this thing from Grand Line Orchestra, and then I got to get going because they're waiting for me in the living room. So I'll be back. But yo, Mac, man, it has been a minute, dude. Thank you for being here the entire stream. So yeah, Xanarkand says, how do you think Wano will wrap up? Rainbow doesn't seem as scary as I first thought. Yeah, I went to the Samurai's. So I think regardless, the thing is, right, Green Bull was in complete control right there. So it didn't feel like they were doing all right. Yamato has conquers coding, so obviously that's going to be a massive thing, right? And the samurai, they have real hockey, but it really looked like Ryokyugu was in control because he has an ability to fight multiple different individuals at once. He has a very Pirate Warrior type of ability to fight off multiple enemies at one time. And so because of that, I feel like he was still in control of the situation, but it was definitely starting to get to the point to where now he had to utilize the fullest extent of his abilities to start making sure that his authority is being felt. And I'm really curious on how that's going to end. Like, how does he continue onward? And are we going to get to a situation to where Green Bull does confront Luffy? Like, is that in the plans? Because the thing is, they're trying to hide this from Luffy. They're trying to hide it from him figuring this out, and they want to handle this on their own, so they don't have to bother him, right? While he's partying and having a good time. So I do wonder if Luffy's going to come face to face with Green Bull. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But it's going to be interesting, Zenriken. Very, very interesting. That's definitely a topic of discussion we need to have in the afterthoughts. And then any plans for One Piece day streams tonight and tomorrow? So for right now, just keep an eye on the channel. There is a few things that I want to do. The streams, I'm going to be watching them for sure. As far as, like, I'm definitely going to be watching them. The One Piece official ones. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing on the channel yet. Because I have a few ideas, videos / streams that I want to do for tomorrow. But nothing concrete yet because I was waiting to see this chapter and how I could do it. Because the thing is, with whenever we have like especially coming off of a massive break like this, I didn't know if this chapter was gonna have me like either. I always go crazy, but this one had me going so insanely crazy that all I could think about is this chapter. So I feel like tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna record the afterthoughts or if I'm gonna come on here and do this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm excited. So just keep an eye out for that Grand Line Orchestra. Because it's gonna be an exciting time, and we look forward to seeing all the stuff they're gonna announce for One Piece Day. That starts tonight, going into tomorrow, and I'll think about what we'll do by then, and we'll definitely do something for it. But yeah, man, yo, Vortex peak piece today, Spited insane chapter, GoldenEye have a good one, Absol me too, yo, me too. Like, yo, Shanks is going after the One Piece. That means he and Luffy are gonna have the box one day. They're gonna have the box. We're really in an afterthought stream after this insane chapter. Hey, if y'all are up for a stream, let me know. If y'all would rather have a stream this week than a regular chapter discussion, let me know. And we'll most certainly make that happen. I would love to do a stream, especially for this chapter. I would most certainly love to do a stream. So just let me know if you guys would like to have an afterthought stream rather than a thing. We'll make it happen this weekend for sure. Yo, Silva, my good brother. Thank you so much for letting me know the chapter was out, bro. Because I was like, man, I don't even know how to check. I don't know what to do. And then whenever I saw you post the link and send me the link, I was like, yo, you're such a goat, man. Because if it wasn't for you, I would have never known. So I appreciate you, Silva. I truly do, brother. Definitely afterthought stream. Got you, Vortex, man. We'll definitely make the stream happen. Thanks for the stream code. Good time. They're telling me to insert ads? Stop trying to make more money off of me, YouTube. Like, man, I'm having fun here. Like, relax. Relax, man. Relax. Take it easy. We just had a GOAT chapter. Stop worrying about ads. Stop worrying about ads. Lazy Mofos, One Piece is out, then I'm out. That's facts, Lazy Mofos. Yo, I'm telling you, that skit truly came from the bottom of my heart. That's how I felt. That's how I felt, man. Like, the moment this drops, if One Piece is out, I'm out, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. You have an awesome toss of a day. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. We had almost 1,000 people in here. Crazy, crazy stuff. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Yo, Pluto, thank you for stopping by, dude. It sucks you got here late, but it's alright. We'll definitely be streaming and doing more content as the week progresses. What an amazing, amazing chapter. This was the best way for Oda to come back. Without a doubt, one of the best chapters of the year. And the only thing stopping me from saying it's the best chapter of the year is because 1044 came out this year. So that's 1044 of this right now, and it looks like this is going to be the beginning of the goatness. So can't even imagine the stuff that's about to take place. Peak piece, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't even know what to say, dude. This is nuts.